Modi was citing what the Congress said uh, in various different policy pronouncements and documents. The manifesto isn't the only source. Like you said, the redistribution plan is from a Rahul Gandhi speech that was translated into, I think, Telugu or Kannada, if I'm not mistaken, a few days back. The part about wealth redistribution comes from there. He then cited Manmohan Singh's speech. Now, you can argue Manmohan's speech was very clumsily written, but they never backtracked from it. The Congress actually doubled down on it and decided to defend it in all kinds of very bizarre ways, honestly. Given that the sentence structure was extremely clear in that entire thing, he was reading out written comments. He wasn't extemporizing like Rahul does. So I'm really not too sure what the entire brouhaha is about, except the Congress seems to have a talking point that it is going to generate outrage against the BJP for quoting what the Congress says. So there's no outrage about the Congress saying what it does, but God forbid you cite them and it becomes your words against them. I think the only thing out here which you can remotely claim is objectionable is the part about Ghuspaiti. And that is very much a reference to NRC and CAA and the Indie Alliance partner state governments taking in Rohingya refugees and settling them, giving them priority settlement, like the National Front did in Kashmir, for example. And I really don't know where the community angle is coming in here. He said, the accusation against Modi is he singled out Muslims and said, Musalmanon ko denge. Let's go back to Manmohan Singh's speech. What did he say? Let me read out the exact line for you. We will have to devise innovative plans to ensure that minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, he mentioned Muslims by name. Is Manmohan Singh communal? But apparently, Modi becomes communal if he says Manmohan Singh mentioned Muslims by names.
But Abhijit, this exact speech, what Manmohan Singh had said, it's put out as a graphic on the screens right now. And I'm going to read it out for the benefit of the viewers that we will have to devise innovative plans to ensure that minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, are empowered to share equitably in the fruits of development. They must have the first claim on resources. This is what Prime Minister said. But this at that time also, when Manmohan Singh said this in 2006, there was a huge hue and cry over what he said. And, there was a statement which was put out by the PMO at that time, explaining that this is not what he meant. So why rake up that old bogey again? That's the question that the opposition is asking.
So I've actually sent you a graphic on WhatsApp, Aditi, if you could bring that up, if possible. If not, let me just answer the second part of your question. You will rake up anything that's convenient. The opposition keeps raking up 2002, 1984, whatever suits them, whenever it suits them, as and when it suits them. There's no rule about what you can and what you can't rake up. I really want to focus on what exactly Manmohan Singh said in that speech, because the Congress would have you believe that it's somehow been decontextualized and they're taking out a certain part of it. But if you actually take out the entire paragraph and mark it out thematically, as I have done, in fact, if you just bring up your own graphic that you put up, I'll just show you a certain structural inconsistency out there. The Congress would have you believe that this referred to women, children, OBCs, etc., who are all mentioned in the first part, not included in this cutout. The component plans for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes will need to be revitalized, full stop. That is a standalone sentence that breaks away from the theme of the previous sentence before that. We will have to devise innovative plans. Then, next theme completely, we will have to devise innovative plans to ensure that minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, are empowered to share equitably in the fruits of development. Now, let me tell you, since the fertility rates were also brought up, Bihar and Meghalaya, it is actually Hindus in Bihar and Christians in Meghalaya who have the highest fertility rates.
Yes, but we all know what the Prime Minister meant, don't we?
Well, see, here's the point. I mean, we can read 100 things into what anybody. Let's deal with what he said and not what we think he said.
From breaking news, detailed analysis, in-depth interviews, and explainers, follow the Times of India. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.